Hey everyone, what is going on? Christopher, the video game historian, here with the BFNations. And while I know I'm supposed to be on a hiatus and getting ready for my bachelor party and focusing on my wedding, but with the recent Gamescom trailer, I decided to take a break from all that and to take a look at the weapons and vehicles we saw in this most recent trailer. Now, with some of the sequences in the trailer, I wasn't able to take a look at everything, and I'm sure there are some details that I missed. But overall, here are the weapons and vehicles I was able to pick out from the trailer that we'll see in Battlefield 5. Starting off, let's take a look at some of the vehicles that were shown. Now, I was only able to pick out 3 tanks, 2 planes, as to be quite honest, I'm not that good with my World War II aircrafts, and 2 transportation vehicles. For the tanks, it looks like we'll have the German Tiger 1 heavy tank to play around with, which was to be expected since we saw it in the alpha and previous trailers of the game. But it also looks like we'll be getting a new late war Sturm Tiger tank. This tank was produced from 1944 to 1945 and came equipped with a 380mm cannon, a 100mm grenade launcher, and an MG-34 machine gun. Armor was between 28 and 150mm and reached a top speed of 25 miles an hour with a crew of 4. Now, the last tank that I saw, which was early on in the trailer, is what looks to be the British Churchill tank, which was in service for the British military from 1941 to 1952. Now, different variants had different main armaments, such as the Mark I having a 40mm howitzer as its main cannon, while the Mark IV had a 95mm gun, and I'm unsure which variant we saw in the trailer. It had a top speed of about 15 miles an hour with a crew of 5. As for the aircraft, the only 2 I could really make out was a British Spitfire and a German Messerschmitt Bf-109. There were 2 other aircraft that I saw in the trailer, but I was unable to really identify them, as I couldn't tell if they were the same aircrafts from different angles or completely new ones. Finally, as for the transportation vehicles, there were 2 that really stood out that I was able to identify quickly. The first was a tracked motorcycle towards the beginning of the trailer, which is a Sonderkraftfahrzeug 2, otherwise known as a Kettenkrad, originally designed to be delivered to the battlefield via a Junkers Ju-52 aircraft for mobilization of airborne troops. The other transportation vehicle, seen briefly towards the end of the trailer, is a Sonderkraftfahrzeug 251 half-track. These half-tracks were the most commonly produced of the German war machine and were used to transport Panzergrenadiers into combat. Finally, onto the actual weapons we saw in the trailer. While some were already confirmed and possibly seen in the reveal trailer, I'm still going to go over all the ones that I was able to see in this one. To start off, we saw some common and expected weapons in the trailer, like the M1928 Thompson, the Bren light machine gun, and the Kar 98K. But there were also some hidden gems as well. The FG-42 was on full display throughout the trailer, and we also got a glimpse of the unique M30 Luftwaffe drilling shotgun, which has 2 12-gauge shotgun barrels and a 3rd chamber for a rifle round that was intended to be used for defense and hunting in the event German pilots were shot down and needed to survive till they were rescued. A rifle-mounted grenade launcher was also on display, and what looked unique to me was that it required the use of a blank rifle round to actually propel the grenade, something that isn't really seen in video games today. The M1911 and Sten submachine gun both make a short cameo in the trailer for a split second, and we can also see an outline for the M1907 self-loading rifle and Ribeyrolles 1918, both making their return from Battlefield 1. The M1A1 carbine is also shown throughout the trailer, and we also seem to get small glimpses of the Lee Enfield, Suomi KP31, and the Vickers K machine gun. Finally, the last weapon, or rather gadget that we see in the trailer, is a flare gun, which is based off the Her model flare gun used by the Germans in the war. Anyway, that is all I found in terms of vehicles and weapons within the trailer. As I said earlier, I'm sure I'm missing some stuff, and if so, please let me know. Out of everything we saw in the trailer, what are you most looking forward to? Are there any weapons or vehicles that we didn't see that you would like to see in the final release? Which of these are you excited most to get your hands on? Let me know in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the BFNations, and come join our Discord channel and say hello. As always, I'm the video game historian, and until next time, I'll see you all at the devastation of Rotterdam.